Excuse
Hi,
me,
how
Mr.
are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank
We'd
you.
like to ask you a couple of questions. What can you tell us about the verdict in the Euphemia Martinez gastric bypass case?
Well, it was an interesting situation because we were dealing with what seemingly is elective surgery when it really should be a surgery that's designed to help someone who is morbidly obese and has significant medical problems. Here, however, we found out that this woman was not really morbidly obese under the terms and guidelines of the National Institute of Health, and a doctor performed a surgery that was unnecessary, should not have been done, and caused catastrophic consequences, terrible, agonizing pain and suffering that ultimately led to her death, leaving two small boys. It was a heart wrenching case. The jury that heard this case was comprised of all women and one man, and the verdict is reflective of the community saying to the doctor in the hospital, we're going to compensate this family, but want you to recognize that we've spoken on this subject, and due care and diligence should be afforded those who come for what is known as somewhat cosmetic in the public's mind, but I tell you it's not. It's not for cosmetic purposes, it's for medical purposes only.
For this type of malpractice case, was it a particularly large award?
Yes, I mean, I'm unaware of any malpractice case dealing with bariatric surgery where a verdict was rendered in excess of this particular verdict. And as I say, it reflected the jury's concern for compensating the estate, that is, Euphemia, who had passed away, for her agonizing pain and suffering, which was considerable. The lady ultimately, due to the complications of the surgery, literally starved to death. And she left two minor young boys that were left with one in foster and one on his own. And the jury compensated those boys so that they, in losing a mother, will be financially secure for the rest of their life.
What else can you tell us about gastric bypass cases and how it relates to consumer safety?
In a nutshell, understand that this surgery is not to be done for cosmetic purposes. The purpose for the surgery is to help a person who is morbidly obese. And when I say morbidly obese, someone who is over 100 pounds of what is normal body weight for that individual. And it's used to prevent heart attack, hypertension, diabetes, orthopedic problems. That's why you undergo the surgery. It's not to make you look prettier. It's not to make you look more handsome. It is a procedure of last resort, and before you go into that surgery, I recommend that you get several opinions, sit with your family, and truly understand the undertaking because it's going to change your life. Again, it's not a surgery for cosmetic. It is a surgery for last resort to take care of medical issues.